So 2020 started as a year of confusion for me. It started out as this is the year where I'd have to decide where my next step is, and I honestly didn't know where my life was meant to go. And this confusion that spread out onto other aspects of my life, spiritual life, family, and relationships in general. But I was just still going on because what else was I supposed to do? February was a good month, my birth month, so I was a happy child. But in March, this confusion has just given birth to bad decisions, and the bad decisions had turned into a real big complicated mess. My life was just a mess. And during this time, if you ask me how I was doing, my answer will most probably be alive, surviving, because that's exactly what I was doing. And the people I thought would be there for me and who would be understanding weren't, and I guess I also wasn't there for others. I pushed people away and people did the same to me too. I focused so much on those who had disappointed me while there were people who had been there all along. I have never felt as much pain as I have from March till now. I've felt it, I've understood it, and it's a horrible place. My lowest moment would be when I cried in the church as if someone had died. And no one had died. In July, my dad was seriously sick. And with me being so close to that man, I was scared as hell. I cried and I prayed to God, and thank God he heard me. And now he's back to dancing and throat sanitization. In August, I was just really living through the life and living through the days, hoping that something better will come up. I was hoping that things will go according to my plan. But in September, I realized that my plan wasn't God's plan. I realized that I won't be working with my friend in the same organization again, and I really wondered why God will allow that to happen. But I prayed still. In October, we finally got monetized, and it was like there was hope in life after all. But then I knew I still wasn't that good. I was not good. So I got into therapy, and this is the first time I'm talking about it publicly, because only 3 people know that I got into therapy. I was sad and disappointed in myself. How did I let myself get to the point where I needed therapy? How did I get to the point where I had clinical depression or borderline clinical depression and anxiety? But I worked hard, I listened to everything the therapist said, and thankfully in December I got out of it. There are still some things that make me sad, but I believe I'm far better. I bought myself an expensive gift because I deserve it. And 31st today has brought me some good news, and I hope that all my friends and family will get their good news too soon. This is how my 2020 has been. I will not call it a good year, but I'll call it a year where I tried my best and I survived. I will see you guys in 2021. Bless.